Yo, what's good guys? Welcome to the video. Today I've got something a little bit different for you. We're not exactly doing a cook up. I mean, we are obviously going to make beats. But after today's video, you should be able to take any sound that you've got, any one shot, and make it sound like it actually came out of a synth for real. Let's get into it. For these demonstrations, I'm going to be using sounds from the Synth Palace Kit. If you guys want to get it, it's got well over 3,000 analog synth sounds made with a bunch of the craziest synths out there. So if you're interested in that, check it out. If you're after some fire one-shots, phrases, textures, samples, all of that good stuff, link down below. We've got a crazy sale running right now. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on that. Probably one of my favourite things about synths is being able to make an art with it. It's actually a lot easier than you think to do the same in FL Studio. All you have to do is come into the wrench tool, come down to where it says arpeggiator here, click either arpeggio direction up or down, and then you want to set a time. 0.13 is like a really cool, like fast triplet effect. Mess with the gate as much as you want. Range is just like the octaves it's going to do, so I prefer 1, maybe 2. Choose whatever chord you want. I just have mine on minor, and you don't even have to use a chord either. You can just have it arpeggiate in single notes. So if you just do, so that's just playing C5 and C6. So yeah, I like it on chord, so it'll play a whole minor chord like this. It sounds pretty fire. Depending on the sound, you can get some really cool results with that. So yeah, ARPs are really fun. Second thing is key tracking. I just want to say shout out to my best friend Jacob, he put me onto this. If you come into the wrench tool of any one shot, you've got volume and key tracking. And they both do different things. If you have a melody like this, and you have the velocities coming up slowly like this, obviously you probably wouldn't have it like this normally. It will bring in more of the high end as the velocity gets higher. And that's not the only thing though. Another cool thing you can do is with the key tracking, if you turn the mod X, or the pan, sorry, all the way to the right, and then have the middle value set to C5, any notes that are below C5 will pan to the left, and any notes above it will pan to the right. So if you have a lower melody like I've got here, you see these notes are panning to the left, but if I pitch them up to above C5, they pan to the right as well. Yeah, that's another cool trick that I just found out actually. So yeah, shout out to Jacob for that one, that's a good one. So you guys are probably aware that you could slide chords in FL Studio, obviously. But this actually blew my mind again. Jacob put me onto this one as well, I'm not gonna lie. So this is what it sounds like without any sliding. With these slide notes now, check this out. See, that just sounds crazy. And then sliding the melodies independent, this is a game changer. So you left click, and then any note you add will be in this new color. And any new color you add is an independent note which you can then slide and keep it within its own family of slide notes, if that makes sense. So for example, these purple notes here are sliding independent of these green slides. So these green slides don't affect these ones. And that gives you some really cool possibilities for melodies, right? So with this melody on top, now check this out. See, the chords are still sliding, but there's a melody on top that's also sliding, doing its own. It's crazy, bro. This is a game changer. So yeah, I'm actually use this progression to cook up in a minute because it sounds hard. If you have a sound like a one shot that just runs out too quickly and you can't seem to get it to sound good because you want it to sustain for longer. So what you want to do is you want to get a sound, right click, edit in the audio editor. You want to just highlight a selection. Doesn't matter how big or small, whereabouts it is, as long as it's somewhere in the middle of the sound so you can get a good loop out of it. And then you come up to the flag and you do set loop. If you zoom out, you can see that the waveform is like a loop. It goes da 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 da. It's a constant loop. So you want to have it on the start of the loop. You want to zoom right in so you see the dots, and then bring it to like somewhere here. Do the same with the end as well. And then you want to just press this button here. And now, if you listen, it's looping. Drag it in here. Sometimes when you press a sound on a synth, it doesn't just start straight away. It's not an attack thing. It's like a cut-off filtering kind of thing. It's just a cool little effect that sometimes you get, but it sounds sick. If you take a note here, for example, this G sharp, and you just copy it down an octave, and then you highlight this note, and then just bring the velocity all the way to 0, so it's silent. Take this top note, and then turn it into a slide. You see that little the way it slides up from the octave below, from essentially a silent note as well. It just gives it that really cool sound. So there you go. Using those tips, I can pretty much guarantee that your melodies will A, sound better, and B, sound much more like an actual synth. Check out Synth Palace if you want to get some crazy synth sounds. Let's now sit down and make a beat incorporating all of these techniques, and yeah, make something fire. Woo! Those slides are crazy. I might ditch this melody though for now. let's make this into an ARP. Inside of Modular Madness and also Analog Artifacts, there are literally dedicated folders for ARP. Something like that, I guess. Fire. This bass sound is crazy. Woo! Fire. Let's get a melody in there. I wonder if this would be a better ARP. And we could use this for a melody. That could be really cool. Ah, no, it's key tracking it where you do that. Volume automation is panning, which we can now do. Okay, I wonder what Mod Y does. Oh, that's nice. I think I already talked about this, but pitch bending, doing it in a way that's like in the piano roll with just the slide notes is kind of unnatural. To get those really nice sounds from a synth, you want to kind of pitch bend it with like a MIDI keyboard. So let's get ourselves a lead. Oh, that was hard. Oh, let's get some drums on this, man. It's fire as fuck. These verse sections need like a little bit extra something. So yeah, that's basically the beat done. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you're not already. If you want to get the sounds we use to make this beat, to make these melodies, then obviously you need Synth Palace and the expansions as well. They're all linked down below. Over 3,000 sounds created with real analog synths. There's actually a big sale going right now, so make sure you head over there and check it out if you're interested, because now is the time. Once the sale expires on Monday, all the kits going back up to the normal price, and that'll be that. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.